Good day everyone. So for today's report, we are going to tackle about the history of computer. By the way, I am Justel Ansi Paña together with Balili, Eglico, Mamayabay, and Rendon. So what is computer? We all know nga ang computer is dako kayong tabang sa ato. It's because this device manipulates information or data. It has the ability to store, retrieve, and progress data. Computer also is a device which aids humans in performing various kinds of computations or calculations. So without the existence of computer, di jud nato ma-imagine no nga unsay mga pamaagi nga pabuhaton nato for us to be able to do our works. Applications of ICT in our daily lives. Business. Almost every business uses computers nowadays. They can be employed to store and maintain accounts, personnel records, manage projects, track inventory, create presentation and reports. So it simply means that the role of computer in business today is massive as they connect people overseas as well as by the use of computer, makahimo sila og ads to promote their products or to promote their business to other social media platforms. Education. Computers can be used to give learners audiovisual packages, interactive exercises, and remote learning, including tutoring over the internet. So here in education, computer is very important in school and college. It's because they provide access to such a huge variety of information. Sa karon nga panahon, dali na kaayo nato na makit-an ang mga information while from the past is nagarely lang sila only on textbooks. Healthcare. Healthcare continues to be revolutionized by computer as well as digitized medical information, making it easier to store and access patient data. Complex information can also be analyzed by software to aid discovery of diagnosis as well as search of risk of diseases. So here in healthcare, they use computers to gather all the information about the patient and computer control lab equipment, heart rate monitor, and blood pressure monitors. Retail and trade. Computers can be used to buy and sell products online. This enables sellers to reach a wider market with low overheads and buyers to compare prices, read reviews, and choose delivery preferences. So, kabalo ko nga common na kayo ni sa inyo ha, it's because halos karon ng mga babae or ang mga tao is nagapalit na lang online o nagabaligya online. So, ang sa retail and trade, kabaluta nga ang very known ani is ang Shopee and Lazada. So, diri makakita ta og other na mga prices, mga feedbacks and reviews, mga lain-lain na mga items, og this idea is to enhance the customer experience and create more selling opportunities with customers. Government. We all know nga ang government is daghan kay na silang responsibility og by the use of computers, they can improve the quality and efficiency of their services. Examples include if they will if they will plan to improve the city and law enforcement. Next is marketing. Computers enable marketing campaigns to more precise through the analysis and manipulation of data. They facilitate the creation of websites and promotional materials. So if ever you are a businessman or businesswoman, it's narana sa imuha if what are the marketing skills that you want to do, especially if mag-promote kag business. It's either mag-make ka og materials nga flyer or leaflets to promote your business or your items or by the creation ba og websites. So they can be used to generate social media campaigns without the need for a physical office. Science. Scientists were one of the first groups to adopt computers as a work tool. So here in science, they use computers to do research or sharing information with other specialists both locally and internationally. Publishing. Computers can be used to design pretty much any type of publication. This might include newsletters, marketing materials, fashion magazines, novels, or newspapers. So it simply means that by the use of computer, nakapublish ang mga tao og newsletters, magazine materials, fashion magazines, novels, or newspaper with a good quality. Arts and entertainment. Computers are now used in virtually every branch of the arts, as well as in the wider entertainment industry. Computers can be used to create drawings, graphic designs, and paintings. They can be used to edit, copy, send, and print photographs. So it's very helpful jud kaayo ang computers. It's because pareha sa panahon karon, you can do artwork through the use of computer, and by that nga kanang ang atong ginabuhat karon is it makes us easy. Communication. Computers have made real-time communication over the internet easy. So by the use of computers, we can communicate our families overseas, our friends, and even strangers with audio and video. So by the use of computers, it's very helpful for us, especially as we face pandemic right now. The students are having their online class, and we can still communicate others virtually.
Hi, I am Shiliza Balili and today we will be tackling about applications of ICT, computers, in our daily lives. Business. Almost every business uses computers nowadays. They can be employed to store and maintain accounts, personal records, manage projects, track inventory, create presentations, and reports. So in business, gumagamit sila ng computer para gumawa ng mga presentation and reports at saka para mag-search online kung ano yung mga industry trend. At saka, in computer, dyan din sila gumagawa ng mga inventory. Education. Computers can be used to give learners audiovisual packages, interactive exercises, and remote learning including tutoring over the internet. So in education, mas maganda kapag gumagamit ng computer para mas maintindihan natin ng maigi yung mga lesson or topic, lalo na kapag naririnig natin. Healthcare continues to revolutionize by computers as well as digitize medical information, making it easier to store and access patient data. Complex information can also be analyzed to software to aid diagnosis. So in healthcare, gumagamit sila ng computer para madali nilang ma-access yung mga data ng pasyente at saka ang mga computer ngayon ay kaya nang i-control yung mga lab equipments at saka yung mga heart rate monitors. Retail and trade. Computers can be used to buy and sell products online. This enables sellers to reach a wider market with low overhead, sound buyers to compare prices, read reviews, and choose delivery preferences. So, in retail and trade, kaya gumagamit ng computer para mas ma-monitor nila ng maigi yung mga products nila kung sino yung bumibili. At saka for example in Shopee, diba yung Shopee is an online shop, dun tayo bumibili ng mga damit. So, mas maiging gumamit tayo ng computer sa pagbili at sa pagbenta ng mga produkto. Government. various government departments use computers to improve the quality and efficiency of their services. So ang yung government kaya sila gumagamit ng computers para monitor nila yung mga traffic, law enforcement, city planning, at saka para mag-store ng mga data. Marketing. Computers enable making campaigns to be more precise through the analysis and manipulation of data. So in marketing, example, in company, di na nila, through the use of computer, makakabenta na sila kahit hindi nila nakikita in personal yung tao. Kaya sila gumagamit ng computers para mas mapadali yung mga trabaho nila at para mas makabenta sila. Science. Scientists were one of the first group to adopt computers as work tool. In science, computer can be used for research, sharing information with other specialists both locally and internationally. So, scientists, ang first group na nag-adapt ng computer is yung mga scientists. Ginagamit nila ang computer para mag-search, para mag-research at para mag-share ng information kahit na sa malalayo. Publishing. Computers can be used to design pretty much any type of publication. This might include newsletter, marketing design, fashion, magazines, novels, or newspaper. So in publishing, mahalaga na gumamit sila ng computer para maganda yung design nila at para mas mapadali, di ba in publishing, kailangan naman talagang gumamit ng computer para para magawa nila yung mga magazines, novels, or newspaper. Arts and entertainment. Computers are now used in virtually every branch of the arts, as well as in the wider entertainment industry. So, sa art and entertainment, gumagamit sila ng computer para for example, in movie, di ba kapag nanonood tayo ng movie, magaganda yung effects. Kaya sila gumagamit sa arts and entertainment, kaya sila gumagamit ng computers para makagawa sila ng mga effects na magaganda. Communication. Computers have made real-time communication over the internet easy, thanks to software and video conferencing services such as Skype. So in communication, di na natin kahit na malayo yung tao, para pa rin nasa harap natin sila kapag gumagamit tayo ng computer. Di ba? Example in Messenger, kapag gumagamit tayo ng computer, mas maganda, di ba? Para mas malaki yung screen at para mas makita natin sila ng maigi. Banking and finance. Most banking in advanced countries now takes place online. You can use computers to check your account balance, transfer money, or pay of credit cards. So, importante na gumamit ng computer sa banking and finance. Dahil, kapag gumamit tayo ng computer, ma-check natin yung account natin kung ilan na lang yung balance at makakapag-transfer tayo ng money through the use of computer. Transport. Road vehicles, trains, planes, and both are increasingly automated with computers being used to maintain safety and navigation systems and increasingly to drive, fly, or steer. So in transport, kailangan gumamit ng computer para ma-monitor yung mga vehicles, yung mga trains at saka mga plane at para rin ma-maintain yung safety ng mga sumasakay. Navigation has become increasingly computerized, especially since computer technology has been combined with GPS technology. So, mas magandang gumamit ng computer para mas madali nating mahanap yung location ng taong hinahanap natin dahil ang computer ay nakakonekta na sa GPS. Working from home. Computers have made working from home and other forms of remote working increasingly common. So, Importante ang computers sa in working from home dahil kahit na hindi mo nakikita ng personal, kahit hindi ka nagtatrabaho, hindi ka lumalabas, nakakapagtrabaho ka through the use of computer. Lalo na ngayong may COVID, 'di ba? Kapag especially yung mga trabaho, especially yung mga call center agent, 'di ba? Kapag nagtatrabaho sila sa bahay, importante yung computers. Military computers are used extensively by the military. They are used for training purposes. So in military, kaya sila gumagamit ng computer para ma-monitor. Example, may mission sila. Kailangan nilang gumamit ng computer para ma-monitor yung mga tao nila. Social and romance. Computers have opened many ways of socializing that didn't previously exist. Social media enables people to chat and text or audio real-time across large distance as well as exchange photographs and news. So in social and romance, gumagamit tayo ng computer para makapag-exchange ng messages, para makausap natin sila through computer pa, 'di ba? Kahit na malayo sa nakakausap natin sila through computer, naririnig natin sila at nakapag-exchange tayo ng mga news, mga photographs. Booking and vacations. Computer can be used by travelers to study timetables, examine route options, and buy train or bus ticket. So, through the use of computer, nakakapag-book tayo ng mga flight, 'di ba, ng plane, ng train, at nakakabili tayo ng ticket kahit computer lang yung ginagamit natin. Security and surveillance. Computers are increasingly being combined with other technologies to monitor people and goods. So, example, in a street, may nilagay na CCTV. Kailangan natin gumamit ng computer para makita natin kung anong nangyayari sa paligid natin. Weather forecasting. The world's weather is complex and depends upon a multitude of factors that are constantly changing. So in weather forecasting, robotics is an expanding area of technology which combines computers with science and engineering to produce machine that can either replace humans or do specific jobs that humans are unable to do. So in robotics, gumagamit sila ng computer para ma-sure nila kung okay ba yung robot or hindi ba ito nakakasakit, at saka kaya sila gumawa ng robot.
Good day, everyone. This is our report. My topic is it's all about history of computer, basic computing periods. The earliest computers originality conclusion were computed by humans whose job title was computers. These human computers were typically engaged in the calculation of a mathematical expression. The first use of the word computer was recorded in 1613, referring to a person who carried out conclusion or com- computation, and the word continued to be used in that since until the middle of the 20th century. So look at these pictures, guys. This is a tally stick. A tally stick was an ancient memory, a device to record and document numbers, quantities, or even message. So sa una guys, wala pa may papel sa una. Mo ni ang ginagamit sa una guys nga mo ni ang wika para magsulat sila diri sila magsulat sa kuan kining tawag kining kahoy plywood ba siguro ni mo nang tawag ani. So next, abacus. An abacus is a mechanical device used to aid an individual in performing mathematical conclusion. The abacus was invented in Biblia in 2040 BC. The abacus in the phone we are most familiar with was first used in China in around 50 BC. It used to perform basic arithmetic operation. So kini ang kuan guys, abacus. Upat ang ginagamit ani katugaling katong subtraction so katong upat ang ginakuan ani guys. Then kining nipper nipper bones invented by John Nipper in 1614 allow, allowed the operator to multiply, divide, and calculate square and cube roots, cube roots by moving the roots around and placing them in especially contract contract boards. So kini guys, ang ma-compute ani guys is ano katurang sa mga square ug katong cube roots pas Pascaline invented by Blaise Pascal in 1642. It was is it was limitation to addition and subtraction. It is too expensive. First culture programmer in 1840, Augusta Ada Byron suggests to Babil that he used the binary system. She she writes program for the analytical engine. So kini guys, si Augusta ang first nag 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 programmer sa computer, siya ang pinakauna. Then sa ni pagkuan ani sinsuran conclusion engage sa mga na siya guys sa pag-pronounce ana invented by Per George Sinch basta mga na in 1843 based on Charles Babbage's different Harvard Mark I, also known as ABM automatic automatic sequence controlled calculation invented by Howard Ekin in 1943, the first electro-mechanical computer. ENIAC. ENIAC stand for electronic numerical numerical integration and computer. It was the first electronic general purpose computer complete in 1946, developed by John Pepper Eckert and John Mosley. Pronounce anak basta kana siya. Basic, basic, basic computing periods age. When human first started communicating, they would try to use language or simple pictures drawing known as pertu- pertu- which were usually carved in rock. Early alphabets are developed such as the alphabets. So sa una, Sa una guys, sa una nga magkuan diri na sila magsulat kanang murag tawag ani sa ilang daway nga wala pa may kuan sa una, murag tawag ani wala dili pa man wala pa may mga teknolohiya sa una. Dira nila pa maagi para makuha nila ang message nga dira nila isulat sa bato. Mechanical. The mechanical age is when we first start to see connection between our current technology and it's essential. A lot of new technologies are developed in this era as there is a large explosion in interest with this era. So kini guys murag action ni-upgrade na ang kuan ani murag mechanical elec- electrome- elec- electromechanical 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 it can be defined as the time between 1840 and 1940. These are the beginning of tech, tech, beginning of yung telecommunication. The telephone, one of the most popular forms of communication ever, was created by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. So kini nga panahon nga electromechanical na ani cellphone ani nabuhat na ni siya. So next, electronic. The electronic is was is is what we currently live in. It can be defined as the time between 20, 1840 and right now. The ENIAC was the first high-speed digital computer capable of being repo- reprogrammed to solve a whole range of computing problems. So kini sa electronic mo ni ato ginagamit karon like aning mga computers kay murag high tech naman kay mali karon siya. History of computers, generation of computers. There are 5 generation of computer. Sa first generation ano siya ang kuan 1946 to 1958, and second generation sa 1959 to 1964. Sa third generation ano siya ang sa 1955 to 1970. Sa fourth generation diri na pud ta sa 1971 to 1971 to today. Fifth generation today to future.
Good day everyone, my name is Osito R. Rendon Jr. I'm a member of this group report. This report is about of basic computing periods is EBC and D. History of Information Technology. Introduction. Information technology has been around for a long time. Basically, as long as people have been around. Information technology has been around because there were always ways of communicating through technology available at that point in time. There are four main ages that divide up the history of information technology. Only the latest is electronic and some of the electromechanical age really affect us today. But it is important to learn about how we got to point to the point we are at with technology today. Pre-mechanical. The pre-mechanical are The pre-mechanical age is the earliest age of information technology. It can be defined as the time between 3000 BC and 1450 AD. We are talking about a long time ago when humans first start communicating. They would try to use language or simple picture drawings, nouns as petroglyphs, which were usually carved in rock. Early alphabets were developed such as the Phoenician alphabets, pet- petroglyph. As alphabet became more popular and more people were writing information down, pens and paper began to, to be developed. It started off as just marks in wheat clay, but later paper was created out of papyrus plant. The most popular kind of paper made was probably by the Chinese and made paper from frogs. Now, that people were writing a lot of information down, they needed ways to keep it all in permanent storage. This is where the first books and libraries are developed. You probably heard of Egyptian scrolls, which were popular ways of writing down information to save. Some groups of people were actually bending paper together into a book-like form. Also, also during this period were the first numbering systems. Around 100 AD was when the first 19 systems was created by people from India. However, it was until 875 AD, 775 years later, that the number zero was invented, and yes, now that number were created, people wanted stuff to do with them. So they create calculators. A calculator was a very first sign of an information processor. The popular model of that time was abacus, mechanical. The mechanical age is when we first start to seek connections between our current technology and its ancestors. The mechanical age can be defined as the time between 1450 and 1840. A lot of new technologies are developed in this era as there is a large explosion in interest with this area. Technologies like the slide rule, an analog computer used for multiplying and dividing, were invented. Blaise Pascal invented the Pascal line, which was a very popular mechanical computer. Charles Babbage developed the difference engine, which tabulate polynomial equation using the method of net difference engine. There were lots of difference machines created during this era, and while we have not yet gotten to a machine that can do more than one type of calculation in one, like our modern day calculators, we are still learning about how all of our all-in-one machines start. Also, if you look at the size of the machines invented in this time compared to the power behind them, it seems to us absolutely ridiculous to understand why Nobody would want to use them, but to the people living in that time, all of these inventions were huge. Electromechanical. Now, we are finally getting close to some technologies that resemble our modern day technology. The electromechanical age can be defined as the time between 1840 and 1940. These are the beginning of telecommunication. The telegraph was created in the early 1800s. Morse code was created by Samuel Morse in 1835. The telephone, one of the most popular forms of communication ever, was created by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. The first radio developed by Guglielmo Marconi in 1894. All of these were coaxial emerging technologies that led to big advance in the information technology field. The first large-scale automatic digital computer in United States was the Mark I created by Harvard University around 1940. This computer was 8 feet high, 5 feet long, 2 feet wide, and weighing 5 tons huge. It was programmed using punch cards. How does your PC match up to this hunk of metal? It was from huge machines. Like this, people began to look at downsizing all the parts to first make them usable by businesses and eventually in your own home. Harvard Mark I. Electronic. The electronic is is what we currently live in. It can be defined as time between 1940 right now. The ENIAC was the first high-speed digital computer capable of being reprogrammed to solve a full range of computing problems. This computer was designed to be used by the U.S. Army for artillery firing tables. This machine was even bigger than the Mark I, taking up 680 square feet and 30 tons huge. It mainly used vacuum tubes to do its calculation. There are 4 sections of digital computing. The first was era of vacuum tubes and punch cards like ENIAC and Mark. Rotating magnetic drums were used for internal storage. The second generation replaced vacuum tubes with transistors. Punch cards were replaced with magnetic tape and rotating. Magnetic drums were replaced by magnetic cores for internal storage. Also during this time, high-level programming languages were created such as Fortran and COBOL. The third generation replaced transistors with integrated circuits. Magnetic tape was used throughout all computers, and magnetic core turned into metal oxide. Semiconductors and actual operating systems shows up around this time along with Advanced Programming Language BASIC. The fourth and latest generation brought in CPUs central processing units, which contained memory, logic, and control circuits all on a single chip. The personal computer was developed Apple. The graphical user interface was developed. There is a lot more to all of this generation and age, but all you really need is a rough overview. Thank you.